Hi, everybody. I'm Bruce Rader, and we are looking ahead to Sunday's Redskins game in Buffalo against the Bills. And with me, former NFL safety Darren Perry, who played at Deep Creek High School in Chesapeake, went on to have a stellar career at Penn State, and then won Super Bowls in the NFL with several teams. I guess we're going to start with the Redskins quarterback situation. We're probably not going to know until Saturday, but it looks like there's a good possibility that Dwayne Haskins, the rookie quarterback that the Redskins drafted in the first round this past year, will start at quarterback. Case Keenum still in the concussion protocol after he was knocked out of the game against the Vikings just before halftime. I got to tell you, I was not impressed with Haskins against the Vikings in the second half. He did not look NFL ready.
No, and to me, Bruce, that goes back to what Jay Gruden was saying, all along. I mean, Jay's coaching this league for a long time. I mean, and you kind of got the sense that he didn't think Haskins was ready to play. Whether he was getting him ready to play or not, still, nonetheless, he was not ready. And it's going to be tough to get ready in a week going against a top defense like the Buffalo Bills come this Sunday, coming off of a loss against Philadelphia. Those guys are going to be a little pissed off, and they're going to want to come out there and show what they're really made of.
And I don't think that the Bills defense liked the fact that they were shown up by a rookie quarterback last week, and now it looks like that they've got a rookie quarterback this week. They're going to be chomping at the bit.
No question. I mean, and I know Sean, I know Leslie Frazier up there, the defensive coordinator. They're going to throw everything in the kitchen, everything but the kitchen sink at this guy. So if I'm Bill Callahan, I'm relying heavy on the run game and so forth, and try to play action pass and try to keep myself in third in manageable situations, 3rd and 5 or less, to give Haskins a chance. Because if you put him in obvious passing situations, I mean, that Buffalo defense is pretty tough.
And what a running game we might see on Sunday. Two of the best running backs in NFL history, Adrian Peterson of the Redskins and Frank Gore of the Buffalo Bills.
No question. Unfortunately, you wish they were a little bit younger than what they are, but they still got something left in the tank, and I think it's going to be a great game. And those guys are 2 Hall of Fame candidates, and so it should be fun to watch.
Well, I know the Redskins wish that Adrian Peterson were a bit younger because maybe they would have won more than one game this year.
Well, I'll ask you this: is Geis? You think Geis will get an opportunity to play a little bit more? Because I'm still waiting to see what this guy can do, and I know he's coming back off the injury and so forth. But do you think this may be an opportunity for Geis to get out there and show his worth?
Well, it won't be this week because just to bring you up to date, remember Darius Geis, who was also a Redskins top draft pick 2 years ago. He injured his knee during training camp, and he was out for all of last season. He came back first game against the Eagles, and he had a meniscus problem in his other knee. They scoped it, and the Redskins put him on IR. I guess that means that you can't play for a certain amount of games.
Yes.
But I do understand that Geis has been practicing.
Okay.
And that people say he's looking great.
And that's what
he will not be able to play this week because his IR time isn't up. Then the Redskins have a bye week next week, so we may see him in 2 weeks. And everybody is hoping, well, you're hoping, that he's going to be the star of the future.
Because I'm anxious to see him, and I was hopeful that he may get a shot or maybe get some reps this weekend, but I was jumping the gun there on him.
And finally tonight, it would be nice to see Darius Geis running behind Trent Williams. And while Trent Williams has returned to the Redskins because they didn't trade him by the trade deadline, he shocked everybody when he said on Thursday night that the reason that he held out was because he was diagnosed with cancer during the offseason and that the Redskins medical staff did not catch it. And, of course, the Redskins were shocked that he said this publicly. They have called for an NFL investigation because they think that Trent is overreacting. It is just one great big mess that makes it even worse because Trent's in the locker room every day.
Yeah. And don't think for one reason his other teammates aren't kind of taking all this stuff in, and to me, Bruce, that answers a little bit of the why, because you're wondering why this guy is kind of conducting himself in a certain manner, and sometimes you got to be patient and let why answer itself. And when you start talking about cancer, that's a serious issue and so forth, particularly with players safety at the height right now.
But it's also a very serious issue that players have to be able to depend on their training staff.
Exactly, and then when you lose that trust, it's hard to regain it, particularly at this level.
All right. Any chance that the Redskins might be able to pull off an upset in Buffalo?
There's always a chance, Bruce. It's just not a very good chance.
All right, we'll find out. And for more on the game, join us every week on the Washington Huddle.